Hello everyone, Attack Power here with a tournament game between Leibestandarte and Colonel Koenig. Let's dive right in here to Tali Inhantala. And on the left, in the red, we have Leib, I'm just going to call him Leib, on 91st Luftlande on Maverick Income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Colonel Koenig playing Panzer Herman Goring on Vanguard Income. I gotta say, I feel like Koenig's like auto response to Maverick is to go Vanguard. I feel like I see him do this all the time. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but I think he does all the time. So two divisions we don't see very often. So that's why I've picked this game. Something a little bit different here. So on the left in the red, like I said, 91st Luftlande, a new division out of the Normandy DLC. I mean, new's a strong word, but one of the most recent divisions out of the Normandy DLC. An interesting division that like I want to love, but it's got some problems. They're not apparent at first when you first look at the division, but there are some problems here. So the recon tab's solid. You get snipers, you get Abwehrs, which have Panzerschrecks. That's great. Infantry tab, it has the interesting LL Schützen unit, which is pretty good. You know, the one has a double MG42, which is pretty solid. Or is it MG34? I can't remember, double something. And then you get Fallschirmjägers. Fallschirmjägers are like a mixed bag. Like, yes, they are really good, and yet there's a reason Fallschirmjäger divisions aren't the top, like, because they're not the end all be all anymore, right? Tank tab is limited to only light tanks in A and then Stugs in B and C. So you have an armor problem in A phase. Your support tab is limited, functionable but limited. You do have the card of LG42s. The AT tab is this wacky, like, mostly Pack 43 thing going on that we see here. It does have some good units in the Gerlich. Is that Gerlich? I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, the Gerlich. And I think you're limited. I think the only heavy AT you have in A phase is literally the Pack 40 and the Pack 43. Like, the only, like, actually really kills things armored wise. So it's just awkward. Your AA tab is a whole bunch of 88s and stuff, and like one good card of Flak 36. The Arty tab is phenomenal. You get a lot of good tube artillery, and then you get Nebelwerfers, and Nebelwerfers. And the Focke-Wulfs in the recon tab in the air tab are the trash ones that don't have medium resilience. So a very odd division that like kind of looks okay on paper, but when you start playing, you're like, why doesn't this division work? On the other side, Herman Goring, a division. This division actually has like so many cool units in it. The problem is the slot costs are just brutal, so you can't fit most of the cool unicorn units into the deck most of the time. The recon tab, phenomenal, tons of armor cards and stuff. The infantry tab, basically just they're essentially just Panzergrenadiers, like they're just a Panzer division, but they do have some Sturm Grenadiers and stuff, which are good. Tank tab is a cool mix of Russian armor and German armor. The support tab is the Sturm Tiger, there, the ultimate unicorn unit there. The AT tab has Jagdpanzer forces, which are really good. The AA tab is big, lots of SDKFZs. The Arty tab, basic options, but they're solid. Air tab is terrible, awkwardly enough. So yeah, but diving in here to the game, we see no significant push here from Leib right off the bat, and we do see a very aggressive push here from Koenig. Now he is on Vanguard, so he does need to establish an early lead here, especially on Tali. Tali's a map. I'm actually not really sure why it comes up so often. I really don't actually think it's a super fun map, seeing as you only play on like 70% of it, right? Like, you don't really play down here much ever. Is this thing going for it? This tank will capture this flag with nothing else coming here. So what exactly did Leib? Okay, he put a lot of stuff up north. He deployed extremely defensively. What's the range on these? 1,000. Can he even reach the? Okay, he can reach the road. No, wait, no, he can't. He can barely reach it. So really not that good of a choice there. So we see a recon plane going down. That was Leib's. Focke-Wulf does take out the BF-109. That's a good trade there to start for sure. Your 15-point recon plane for his 105-point bomber, which he only has two of to start. Now the armor cards here are gonna be rough. Oh, getting absolutely shellacked. These SDK 250/8s, I actually love these things. Oh, these are just these just have the HE. They're fine. They're not anything incredible. The ones with the heat on them are better. Too many flames here. Gonna have a hard time getting that grenade off. Okay, so he actually glitched and didn't move. He's definitely not doing an attack. Like, he's not ground attacking or anything. He just got lucky and he glitched and like ended up throwing the grenade. Yeah, I'm really surprised Live here not throwing anything to stop this. Like anything at all. Pack 40 setting up to stop the reinforcement. That's a good play. I mean, that's a good way to try to stop the flow of troops. But Koenig is there. Like, that's a force. And these little panzers aren't going to do much against them. The Focke-Wulf 190, I mean, it does have a good loadout. Like, it's certainly not a bad load. It's technically 620 mils. Because these are twins, right? So they do double. So, you know, the actual damage output is very good. Just a bad resilience fighter. So, I mean, I put a lot of stock into resilience on planes. Like, a lot. I think it's the most important stat overall. So, you know, when you go from medium to bad resilience, it's a big change. Like, it's a big difference. It is not like a small deal. The Abwehr is still here, so these SPWs and stuff are definitely in a dangerous spot. Sturm Grenadier, though, where it wants to be, where it can use its powerful MP44s, which are only powerful in a specific situation, this one right here, Yellow Forest, to really, you know, slap around a little bit here. Pioneer's the right answer, though, but does not get the grenade off. Koenig 2 on his micro. But now he's out in the Yellow Forest, which means he's out of the cover bonus there. Focke-Wulf needs to, yeah, so he's finally, like, not just shooting randomly at the ground. But an 88 is now in, and that should be able to get this out of the air. Not dead, but away. Yeah, so, unfortunately for Live, a little too slow here on the uptake. He could have definitely at least took the SPW 233. Definitely screwed the pooch on that one. SPW 233 gonna get a free Panzer. Do these even, like... How fast does it fire? 7? Okay, so it's even slow. Oh, wow. Okay, is this... Oh, he's got the heat off. Finally notices. Yeah, a little mistake there. The reason the heat was off is because at the beginning of the game, all you really need is AP to kill transports, and the AP is way more accurate, so a lot of players turn the heat off at the beginning of the game. But then they have, like, no penetration whatsoever. I will say I'm not a big fan of Live, like, so aggressively using his Abwehrs here in A phase. I understand the concept. He's trying to take out these armored cars, but, like, they're not actually that great against those because the armored cars spot them really well and just can stay out of range. I like Herman Goring. It's an older division, and again, the slot costs are absolutely brutal. But it's got a lot of unique units. It can hold its own in most situations. Like, it's got tools for essentially every situation. There's very few, like, divisions you come up against that, like, you don't have any answer to. The biggest issue with this division is it is expensive. Like, you are paying for all the fancy things. And I mean, like, cost, like point-wise, not just slot cost. Like, it's expensive in most respects. Both point-wise and slot cost-wise. Like, you're not getting any... super cheap efficient. Like, they have Ersatz-Truppen, but Ersatz are terrible. Like, so bad they're not even worth using them as cheap infantry. Abwehr getting absolutely wrecked by the Panzergren here. Panzergren HG is nothing. These are just normal Panzergrens. Yeah, right? They're 10 men normally. They're not 9, are they? No, I don't think so. So, Live pushing forward up north. The problem is for Red Side, there's really nothing to push to here. Like, you can try to get this flag, and it's nice if you do, because you can cut the bridge off and be an okay cheer. The problem is the opponent can still, like, send infantry over the river here and, like, walk in, so it's not like you can ever truly lock this down, per se, where, like, the opponent cannot get to it anymore. And now, Koenig on a 15-9 picking up this flag here because Live is he's trying to get into a better position, which is smart. Like, he's trying to get into a better position with this forest line here. Maybe, like, fully kind of cut this town off, and then he can actually really push. Problem is, there's a lot of troops here anyway. LG-42 is doing a nice job of trying to control the space here. SPW might be an issue, but it looks like Koenig doesn't want to use it that way. There's a fair bit of armor here. The Panzer III, you know, that actually can sort of deal with these SPWs somewhat efficiently. The armor on it, I mean, it'll still very much die to the heat shells, but... MG42 will do just fine forcing off these shoots in here. Another issue with Luftlande, it doesn't have a great suite of CQC units. Like, it doesn't. It's just... It's kind of the issue that most Fallschirmjäger divisions have, where there's just, like, not enough. Oh, he's going to get a freebie here. Oh! That's just unfortunate timing, honestly. Pack might be able to kill this Panzerschreck off. Off Clouda gets spotted again. It's weird. Maybe because it's moving? It must be because it's moving. Like, that's the only reason I can understand why this guy is getting spotted while this one is not. Panzer III. Oh, poor Panzer III. You have no chance. Abwehr, you're so hilariously out of range. It's just a joke. The Gerlich, a singular Gerlich is not going to fix this problem. It definitely might take out one or two, but it's not going to fix it. Here's the 120. I mean, the 120 is a good choice. I mean, these are... I think they got buffed. You get more of them? No, you still only get two. I thought they got buffed. So the 81 mil got horribly unbuffed. There it is. The Sturm Tigger. Oh, delete. I mean, you do have the Pack 43, so there is a very real response to this. 20 mils. Why? Oh my god. Alright, Gerlich spots the 233. Does get the shot off. Lands the pen. Panzergren gonna finish it off though. No. Okay, Leib did notice it. Alright, now we're... This is where the 120 is good, where it's actually, like, in radar range. Radar. Gosh darn it. Radio. How many times a game do I say that without noticing? LG42 eviscerated along with the off-cloud. That's actually a big loss. He does not have much 2K HE at all. So losing that is definitely a problem. Alright, nice to see Leib using his 120 as well. Alright, he's going to try to smoke the Sturmtiger off. For what? I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what purpose this serves. I mean, I understand, like, what it literally does. It stops the Sturmtiger from seeing stuff. Fine. But, like, is there a reason you're doing it right now? Like, is there anything here? I mean, yeah, he wants to see a lot, but he's not moving them. So, what's the point? Alright, so the light armor now finally going to engage. Leib not getting very lucky here. SDK up actually bouncing stuff? Okay, he pinned his own unit. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Panzergren definitely going to lose now with the armor there. Finally flipped that flag back. Did take out one SDK of Z. Not that that, like, changes the game in any significant way, but still dead. Trying to take out the 233 with the 120. Not a bad choice. Gonna miss that Sturmpioneer. Might hit the T-34 a bit, though. I mean, if he brings so it's B phase. So, okay, here comes the Stug. Alright, it's a good choice, because it can definitely clear out some of this armor here. Mortar getting a good hit. Remember, these are 120s on the mortar, so they should do some relatively good damage here. If they actually land on target. There it is. Okay, SP-233 dead. That's definitely a nice kill for sure. Here comes the BF-109 slipping in again. Yep, gonna hit this Abwehr and Panzer. So, Leib doing... Like, he's done this more than once now. He's moving his units in clumps, and it's making it really easy to get, like, big, boomy hits on them. We are now in B phase, though, so now the Maverick income kicks in and things get dangerous. Yep, Panzer down. Going in completely blind here. Yeah, you just can't see. That's the problem. Only 13-11. I mean, Koenig should have done well in Vanguard, like, in A phase. That was kind of the whole point of that income. So, can't really knock Leib just yet for the fact he's not in a great spot. Unfortunately, getting some hill pression bullcrap going on here. Bull caca. Sturmtiger did back off of its position. 120 is working hard to try to clear some of this away. Here comes the Pack 43. Where is it going? Here? Out in the open? Now, naturally, there's not a ton of other options here. Well, I'm going to win just because of pure suppression. For no other reason. There's still quite a clump of units here. And Koenig has managed to keep his leaders alive. Now, we see a Vespa counter-battering the 120s, and this will obviously go well because the mortars die quite easily. That is their weakness, of course, that they are easy prey to counter-battery. Wolf does get its bomb strike off quite easily, and now making the mistake of letting it fly back. So Live not presetting his fallback, and now he's probably going to die for that. Yeah, he's going to get punished for that. Yep, he deserved that. It lived. It was alive. Like, it was over here. It could have left. He did not fall his unit back and then gets killed for it. So that's a big loss and a completely unnecessary one. Plane almost kills the Nebel, which would have been awkward AF. Going for the 88 and not the Sturm Tiger. Kind of surprised, actually. Pans are going to get killed here by the Pack 40 out in the open. Awkwardly, the 88 is moving. I don't think it's going to move fast enough, but it is moving. Another BF-109 strike successfully through. This 20 mil isn't doing anything. Gerlich getting some easy kills here on some SDK of Zeds. As the armored's finally been pushed back and Live has finally recaptured this position. Okay, so here's the rockets. Oh, he's going to get freebies here. Oh, wow. What awful shots. What in the balls? That is not where it was aimed. I'm pretty sure it was like here. Wow, that was just an awful spread. There it is. Boom. That LG-42 should not... I don't know why he left it there. He left that there to die. Did at least dodge the Vespa for now. Tiger now in. Pack 43 sitting loaded up. It's kind of hard to see. Pack 40 still alive. 120's trying, and they do get the kill. Sturm Tiger going after the flak, but it has moved. Will it survive the shot, though? Here it comes. Dun 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 dun. It does. It's quite far away by then. So the Stug LG-42 here, closing off this reinforcement route. Pretty important, pretty key for the red player to stop this flow of units here. LG-42 dropping the ball big time, though. Tiger E does outrange all this here. That is a problem. Wow, that Nebel strike was so awful. Like, I don't even know why that was so freaking bad RNG. All these Elf Cloud are getting killed off. Live would probably benefit from maybe putting them in some actual cover instead of out in the open over and over again. It's not that it never works. It's just kind of unnecessary. All right, so Falschmeer here just going to die. That is a waste of one of the most powerful infantry units in the game. Getting absolutely shellacked. This poor Panzer has no chance. All right, so the 88 is finally out. The problem is it's out in the open. So, like, the Sturm Tiger can just drive up, shoot like a shot right in front of it, and boom, it's probably dead. So while the Pack 43 seems like a great response, it's not actually clean. It's not actually a very clean response at the end of the day. And the problem is here, Koenig has not lost a ton of stuff. Now has managed to push and capture these two flags, giving him a 16-8. Like an easy 16. Okay, so Live actually picked this back up, which is ballsy as hell. Like one already hit here, and he loses an entire Pack 43. All right, so the Gerlich very much in range here. Is it seriously hill pression again? No, it's not. Okay. These little efforts really have like actually phenomenal penetration and stuff. Got a transmission damage to start. Hasn't been spotted yet. 88 is out. Going after the Tiger. The problem is there's two 2K units here double teaming. Does land a hit on the Tiger. The Tigger, Tiger, Tiger, Tigger. Stug dead. Tiger's still alive. Driver knockout in the Jagdpanzer IV. Now the double team on the 88 has truly begun. Can it finish it off? Tiger runs. 88 gets a big hit on the 88. It is technically, they're technically both 88s by all intents and purposes. LG42 now trying to come in and save the day here on this soft 88. Gerlich cannot finish off this Jagdpanzer IV. Too much armor. LG42, 80, Pack 43 about to die here. Does take it out. Ooh, nice kill there. And another Offcloud just gonna die out in the open. And the 88 died with the Pack 43 died in the transport here, like I said. Yeah, Live making some big mistakes here, costing him severely. The heat shell of the LG42 is only 100 penetration, so this Jagdpanzer IV representing a brick wall right now. And the struggles of 91st on display here. It's just it's an incredibly static division. Off map? Oh, no, people. Why is this always people's response to these problems? Oh, it's such a waste of 100-some points. A whole tick of income, dude. No. Why? Why do people think this is a good idea? Koenig has now rebuilt to force here, and he's going to capture this flag in the town. You see the 122 in. And this would all be fine on the fact he just wasted 160 points in this stupid off-map. And then placed it in just a very odd spot, to be honest with you. He wasn't pushing here, so, like, what was the... Like, if he put it here, all right, we might be talking. Maybe he'll pick up the flak? Doesn't look like he's even going to get that. Hasn't even killed the Offcloud. Oh, alright, he got the flag. I remember the days where off-maps were the ultimate thing going on. Like that. If you weren't off-mapping, you weren't winning. God, I don't miss that at all. This is so much better. Fulshmere dying in the transport. Loses most of its health. But there's more call-ins of this. I know there is. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I think that was an accident. I have to hope that was an accident. I understand he wants to capture his flag, but throwing 35-point infantry out to do it is not the answer. He called emergency in. Oh. Theo dies. Koenig sensing the weakness, moving to exploit it. We do see a Stug in. The 120s are right here, though. Yeah, here comes the armored cars. Yeah, I was hoping with the interesting divisions this would be an interesting match, but right now it just feels like Koenig is outskilling Live pretty significantly here. He's going to lose these 122s. I mean 120s. Oh yeah. Absolute wrecking. Now a 16-8 double ME410 recon in? Okay, a little strange. As an arty war is going on right now. Can the Pack 43 get on target in time before the SPWs take it out? Oh, he misses! Oh, barf. Stug misses too. Oh my god, bruh. Black 36 just does the job. Armored cars are now finally dead. T-34 now pushing out, though. Really nothing to stop it until this Shug gets here. Bogwolf flying over the AA net again. Gonna lose that for nothing. And Live can obviously not suffer to lose extremely expensive things at this point. Naval Warfare has not fired again. Looks like he might have accidentally used a move order. T-34 does go down to... what? I have no idea. The pack. Oh, the pack 40 here. Yeah, this is a hard counter battery because the Vesp just moves. Here's these LL Schutzen. All right, let's look. 2 MG34s. Only 25 points, though, for a double MG unit is a good rate, technically speaking. Almost picked up the ammo truck there. Strug 3 does find the T-34 for free. Okay. Bully for him. Pioneer is outside of the range of its grenade, making it kind of useless. And it goes down to the Sturm Grenadier. Sturm Grenadiers are really strong at exactly the right range. And that's always the issue with all MP44 units. Is they're so strong at just the right range. Get just outside of that range and they're generally garbage. One Stug 3 down. Easily beaten by the Jagdpanzer 4. As the other Stug just struggles. Another pen. Oh, it's brutal. Absolutely brutal. This is why I love Jagdpanzer 4s. They absolutely trump so much in the game. For such a competitive price. 130 millimeters of armor is such a good number. And again, it's the price. You're paying, what, 105? Is that what it is? Or it's 110? 105 points for a tank that absolutely bullies everything that's cheaper. Easily bullies every single tank that's cheaper, right? Technically, the Panzer IVs and the Stug 3s can pen it. It's not like it's unkillable. But, you know, at farther ranges, they absolutely struggle. You know, only have like a 20 to 25% chance at maximum range. And, you know, they bully every piece of allied armor. Just straight up. I'm trying to think, like, a T-34-85, even that's going to struggle. At max range, will very much struggle against this thing. While the Jagdpanzer 4 can pen the T-34 pretty consistently, even at max range. Probably like a 50-50 chance. And even past that, like, tanks that are more expensive, this thing still brawls with relatively well. In terms of what it lacks, 2K range. That's what it's lacking. But I think the new Walther battle group, I think that has, like, it does have a new Jagdpanzer 4. I know that for sure. But I'm not sure what exactly what the stats on that unit is. So it has been getting used, apparently, because the ammo's almost out. I just haven't seen it, I guess. Unfortunately, he's not moving it, which means it's probably going to die. You're going to Ju-88 now. Yeah, Libe's doing, like, the classic panic button thing where you call in off-map and airplanes when you're not doing well. And then getting them killed, in this case. I mean, he's killed enough of the AA that it's not like an insta-death. Might still be a death, though. Ammo truck dead. Alright. Pack 43 in a very aggressive position, but does catch out the Tiger here. Yep, does take that out. And that's both Tigers, because that took 2 hits. Which means the other one died at some point over here. Did the Pioneer get a grenade off? Probably not. Oh, we did. Yes, he did. Another Ju-88? Okay, Live spending all his points on that. Koenig's gotten tired of the artillery, so now he's finally counter-battering. He's got 3 pieces to 2. And mobile, like I said. And only 10 seconds left here for Live. Yeah, just outplayed, honestly. And this division, 91st is just, it's a rough division, to be honest with you. Like, it feels like it should be good on paper and everything, but when you play it, it's such a frustrating division to play. You have, like, no armor assets in A phase. Like, no cheap ways to counter light armor. And light armor is such a key part of the meta right now that, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my meta video. Wow, okay, I thought that would be much wider. Like, that felt like it was going to be a lot wider than that. Interesting. I mean, again, everything in Herman Goring is expensive. Like, no unit is cheap. You know, all those armored cars and stuff, those are expensive. What happened to the Sturm Tiger? Did it die? Did he kill it with a Nebelwerfer or something? I feel like we never saw it again. And I'm not sure what else would have killed it. Like, a Pack 43 technically could. It very much technically could. No. Neville just took out those 3. Pack 43 there. Pack 43. Oh, okay. So a Pack 43 actually got the Sturm Tiger. Okay, we missed that moment. I apologize for missing that. Wow, I can't believe that actually got that. Very interesting. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, check out the membership here on YouTube. It really does help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch, guys, and have a fantastic day.